Yo guys, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? We're back in the game, back in the game, back in the game. What's popping here for another complicated Chelsea discussiono. So
Hey,
just
Chicho, why are you putting on red? Today's not Valentine, bro. It's not Valentine, man. Why are you putting on red? It's not Valentine. It's not.
go and marry your wife. Okay, stop being it. Go. Put a ring on it. Actually, technically, you actually put a ring on it, but put a wedding. Just vow. Just do all that vow priest stuff, man. Okay, go, marry your man before you start talking about Valentine's
I
Day.
know you are informed because Kylian Mbappe, I can
Can
understand.
I?
So it's
Okay,
missed.
well, no, this is not about Mbappe. This is about Feb 2023. So guys, remember this is the complicated Chelsea show. Shout out to all the guys in here. Remember, guys, we are sponsored by Manscaped. Clean your balls, shave your balls, look as pristine and as beautiful as anything. So if you want 20% off, use the code CCS and you can get 20% off that Manscaped product. Link is in the description box below. But guys, remember we have a Patreon, guys. Guys, this is how you can help support us, man. Become a Patreon member. The link is below there where you click the link below in the description box and you can help support the realest Chelsea discussion group out there. We give you that real stuff, man. We give you that wasabi, man. So you can gain access.
Electronica.
Yes, I know. I copied from him because look, it's a bar. Exhibit C, man. That's a damn good track. So what's it called? So if you're a Patreon member, you will gain access to all of the episodes in podcast form, which you can download to your computer and your phone. And if you're on a higher tier, we'll be releasing exclusive videos for those Patreon members. So, but yeah, it's a great way to help out and to help creators, to support creators, because Patreon are there for the creators. Please, it would mean a lot to us if you could support us on Patreon by clicking the link below in the description box. Now, we have a few things to discuss, but I think there's only one place to start. Daniel, why is your hoodie on? Is it really that's cold?
Why do you have a Scully on?
Because I'm in England. All right, so Timo Werner.
Eddie's in Australia. That's why he has no headgear. But the rest of us, we're cold.
Timo Werner, who used to be called Limo Lerner. He got a goal, an assist and a goal. Now, I think Eddie said that. So you said what, 22 goals?
You're on mute, bro.
You're on mute.
Yeah, 20 goals minimum.
Okay, so because I'm going to come with you with this because look, my thing is
All comps or
Yeah, all comps.
okay.
it's good that he got the goal because I think that his confidence was definitely shot in terms of not scoring for such a long period of time. I'm still not fully sold. I still don't agree with the 20 goals thing. But here's the thing, that as I look at the field, I look at Timo Werner, I look at Tammy Abraham, I look at Giroud. I think if Chelsea are to do anything with regards to consolidating top four or even getting second or third, because I think Chelsea are now 4 points behind Leicester and Man United, I think the goals will have to come from Timo Werner. I think if Timo Werner starts scoring and finds his goal scoring touch, I think Chelsea can be extremely dangerous. But the question is if and whether that's going to happen. And the question is, with that goal being scored, do you think this will now be an upstart with him now really getting goals and getting Gs? So, Eddie, I'm going to come to you with this. Realistically, based off that game and so forth, and we're now looking, we're deep into the second half of the Premier League season. There's the FA Cup to go. And of course, there's Feb 23, which we will get into. Do you honestly believe that Werner will start going on a scoring run? Or you still think it's going to be sporadic?
I wouldn't say scoring run just yet. I mean, it's very easy to see that goal go in and go, oh yeah, it's gonna go on a 10-game scoring spree or some shit like that. But that was a good start, because something I've noticed with Timo Werner was, especially since Lampard left, even before Lampard left, even when he was out of confidence, he does some of the other little things that you need, your striker or your teammate to do. He makes runs. People weren't finding his runs before. His touch is off. Like we already know that.
His ball control is awful.
His touch is bad.
It's garbage.
watching the guy dribble is painful sometimes. But I mean, it's something we're all gonna have to deal with at some point. So it's all about how we can get the ball to him. And another thing I've noticed, especially with Tuchel, is Chelsea's transitional play has been a lot better, and it's always improving. So that's one thing that I think helps Timo Werner become, a lot more dangerous. You can see that Tuchel's trying different things. One thing that was quite clear in the last game, especially, I don't know if I liked it, was the fact that Alonso, was playing a lot more further up than Werner and making all the runs inside. So Werner could have the space out wide. I'm not sure if I, thoroughly enjoy that.
So you prefer for him to stay narrow and central and play off of the striker? I
prefer that's how it's supposed to be. If the ball comes out wide, I want Alonso putting those crosses in, or doing something with the ball. Because when the ball goes out to Werner and he has to beat a man, let's be honest, he can't. He put a few crosses in, but he was playing Newcastle. Come on, man! Like this guys.
And also, like, it's even when he puts the crosses in, it looks so cumbersome and he looks so uncomfortable. Like, it's very kind of ugly to look at. When you see him get with the ball.
I think the funniest part is watching him trying to beat the man. It's like he's chasing the ball, not even controlling the ball. Like it's bad. But look, he just had to get a goal somehow. You can see even his luck that the goalkeeper could have saved that if he was in a better position. So look, the fact that goal has gone in will give him much more confidence. What we want to see now is him build upon that. Don't worry so much about scoring, but for the next 2-3 games, can you do something? Can you give us maybe 1 or 2 goals, important goals maybe, but just try and do something that helps the team continue to take over. And I think as he continues to build confidence, you might see a run at the end of the season. I mean, he's halfway there now to 20 goals, right? So 10 goals between now and the end of the season, I don't think is far-fetched, especially when you have 14 Premier League games left. Okay, my bad.
Are you still going to stick to those 20 goals?
We need to. Hey, look, there's 14 Premier League games left. There's a few FA Cup matches.
Has to pretty much score at least in every game or every other game.
Yeah, I'll stick to it. I think he can do it. Because look at the team. There's not many goal scorers in there. I can't trust Giroud to be my main goal scorer between now and the end of the season. And if I want that top 4, we need goal scorers in this team. We need goals one way or another. Mason Mount's not giving me G's. Havertz is not playing at the moment, is injured. Ziyech is MIA, nowhere to be found. Who else? Like, list all our attacking options. Like, we need goals from people, unless you want Alonso playing striker or Aspilicueta taking long shots, or Rich James doing stuff, or your Hudson-Odoi doing his thing from right wing back. Look, Pulisic as well. Jesus Christ, that guy is lost.
He's lost.
So, look, Timo Werner would have to be the main guy, especially I don't know how injured Tammy is at the moment, because Tammy is hurt. So he would have to be the main guy for at least the next 2 or 3 games. And I think Tuchel's found a way to use him. I think Chelsea's transitional play is getting better. It still needs a bit of work, but we're getting there. You can see.
So you still trust Werner to be a minimum 20 to 25 goal a season goal scorer for Chelsea?
Yeah, 20, 25 goals. And he's not going to be your, I don't want to say it, main striker is not the word. He won't be your true number 9. But playing off a number 9, he can get you 20, 25 goals. But for this season, 20 goals minimum.
Abdullah, talk to me. Werner.
AJ, you see, I don't want people to see my face because I'm informed. So it's fine. So you see, when you talk about Timo, when you have a proper manager in the club, you see the best out of a player. Yeah, people may kind of be a little bit kind of dice on Timo Werner, his first touch and everything. I get that, but the traditional player has been kind of a little bit, and the way to show coach this team is kind of far better than the way Frank Lampard is coaching these players when Lampard was there. So I think the question could be like, is Lampard really that kind of a bad manager, or is he inexperienced that is making those players look bad? Kai Havertz, Ziyech, Timo Werner, or
ball control is ball control.
It's ball control.
I can understand. That guy can't control the ball.
Yeah, and I can understand the ball control, but it's been improving a lot because there's an improvement in the team in the way Tuchel wants to play. Even Nagelsmann said the same thing, that if they want to get the best out of Timo Werner, the best coach to do it is Tuchel, because he's a tactician, he's a philosophy manager. He knows how to improve a player. So I will not be surprised if Timo Werner keep banking goals after so many matches, because the manager can improve players. People may say Kylian Mbappe is scoring this, but who will improve Kylian Mbappe to be this level is Thomas Tuchel. So when in terms of improving player, Tuchel has that kind of let me see, history of improving players. So I'm not too worried in terms of our player, because I know they will massively improve under proper manager in Thomas Tuchel. So I'm not worried at all. I'm just kind of happy and okay and seeing how everything pans out when the season finishes. But the 20 goals
So
is not far-fetched for me.
so you agree with Eddie? You think 20 goals all comps?
It's not far-fetched because now that
I didn't
I think
say
I know
far-fetched,
it.
my friend. I say I
Yes,
do agree with the guy.
yeah, I agree, because people may say Jorginho has been the penalty taker, but we all know it's Timo Werner, the penalty taker. So in himself also said it that when he keeps scoring goals, his penalty it will come back to taking penalty. But at this moment, he doesn't want to take penalty right now. So everybody knows Timo Werner is the penalty taker in the club. They know. So it's just a matter of time when he's gonna start taking the penalty back. So 20 goals is not far. You can see penalty or 2 3 matches, 2 penalties in 2 or some matches. It could be the one taking those 3 or those 2. So you never know. So 20 goals may come in. Never know.
Okay. Daniel.
I don't have much to say. You guys kind of outlined a lot of it, so I'll just say, like, I'm happy for him in a sense. Like,
I mean, but do you see
you can tell
the 20
by
goal thing
his,
being
I'll,
hit though?
I'll get to the arbitrary number that's been decided upon.
Arbitrary. Water mentions.
I'm just like, where did 20 goals come from? Yes, Alex, I am quite cold. I when you look at the games and like mischance after mischance after mischance, it almost got to like a Morata point where when he has a chance, you're expecting him to miss rather than score. So for him to get a goal, like, I felt glad for him on just like a human level that he finally got one to go in. Not that it was some great spectacular goal, but you finally scored. So yeah, I'm happy. If he is a confidence player, like many suggest, then perhaps just seeing the ball go in the net, however it goes in, that will help his confidence, and then that will make more traditional chances, 1v1s and things of the sort. That'll give him the confidence to put those away, but we'll just have to see on that one. But outside of that, I'm still not seeing what people projected when he was signed in the summer. I mean, Eddie kind of outlined on the ball that the technique is pretty dead. I can't even say pretty dead. It's dead.
Yeah, let's just cut the sugar.
He can't create goals for himself, which I've always seen as an issue, especially given the fact that Chelsea last season, part of their issues were creating goals. Or just scoring them. So I'd like a striker for my team who could create goals by himself. And if Chelsea are, as HH tries to say, we're going for a treble, we're doing this, we're doing that. Well,
I never said that. You
need players, or at least forwards, who can get their own goals. And Timo Werner isn't that. He's dependent on the system. And then on top of that, he's dependent on whether his head's in the right space. So he has to score, but then Tuchel has to make the team fit around him in order to get him to score. So that's pretty much all I have to say on that one. We'll wait and see. As for the 20 goal number, Eddie, can you tell me how many he has right now?
10.
So he has 10 goals.
Wait, is that
Chelsea
all comps or just
all comps?
Games.
Yeah. All comps. Yeah.
Okay.
Chelsea have 13 games that we know for sure. Or wait a minute, how many games are left in the Premier League?
14.
14 plus 1 in the FA Cup is 15, plus 2 in the Champions League is 17. So you telling me a player that scored 1 goal in his last 22 games is now going to score 10 and 20?
That's unrealistic, man.
I don't think so. So, no, he's not going to reach 20. A respectable 16, 17, that'll be fine in your first season. 10 years from now, the Wikipedia people will look back on it and say, oh, 17 and 50, that wasn't that bad. And then the next season, he'll kick on, hopefully. So, there you go.
But because I flipped it, so do you see a scenario beyond this season where even if he's not the main striker, he can average 20 to 25 goals, like what you see from Salah and so forth, just in his position, 20 to 25?
If his head's in the right mental space, and if the team is tailored in some ways around his best attributes, which at the moment are pace, then yeah, I could see him getting 20, 25 all comps. I don't think he'll ever win like a Premier League Golden Boot or anything like that. But all comps, which is 40, 45 games a season, however many minutes you play in those 40, 45, I can see you getting like 1 and 2-ish, which for the money they spent, it's probably what they were thinking they were going to get. So like I've always said, first season, I'll be willing to give you a pass in the sense that new teammates, new city, new country, new style. The coach that was there left halfway through. So there are mitigating factors where I can be like, all right, the first season, I'll give you a pass. Next season, let's see what you're really about. And if that's not what we think it is or what we think it should be, then I'll bet you Chelsea next summer will be looking at a more expensive option if they don't look at a more expensive goal scoring option this summer.
Thanks for that, man. So, next on the agenda, man, let's talk Ziyech. So, I think it was Abdullahi that sent me some troubling links.
Yeah.
About I think was this about AC Milan
and Juventus.
And Juventus.
That was fake. That was fake. That was rubbish.
So for me, I think look, with these things, I'm not even talking about the things because you never know it's rumors, but I do think that there is something to talk about with regards to the usage of Ziyech and whether Ziyech will still be useful under Tuchel. Now, here's the thing, because we need to be fair here with this, because people are very reactionary, so they'll easily jump on, oh my gosh, Ziyech is trash, he's filled his crap. Let's just look at this honestly. So, the games that Ziyech has played under Tuchel, the first game was against Wolves. Tuchel only had 24 hours with the team. Only 24 hours. So they literally were just figuring out how to play in a rapidly different system with this new coach. The second game, Barnsley, no Kovacic, no Jorginho, and the midfield of N'Golo Kante and Billy Gilmour. And you could see that from a structural point of view, it was problematic. So my thing is that we haven't seen Ziyech with the base of Kovacic and Jorginho to now see, what can he do in this system? Because Jorginho came in that Barnsley game where the base was Kante and Gilmour, who did struggle to form any understanding. It's unfair because, especially if you're playing that role, if you have a pair that keep the ball well and have a nice foundation, that means you're less required to come in deep, find the ball, and then there is a better foundation and structure for you to build upon, because you have guys who can keep hold of the ball, keep hold of possession, and giving you the ball in dangerous areas. If you have guys who can't keep the ball, who don't have a clear understanding, you're now forced now coming deep, trying to get the ball, and just messes everything up. Hence why the Barnsley game was a complete and total mess. It was the worst game under Tuchel so far. So my thing is, look, I know what I said, that I know how good Ziyech is, and I believe that Ziyech, I think, is the key for this Chelsea team. But you can only go based on what you've seen. But I just think that, can we just be fair here? So I'm not trying to be, you're being sort of subjective, or you're sort of being biased because of how you're with Ziyech. Let's just keep it fair. If Ziyech flops with a base that has Jorginho and Kovacic 5-6 games in, who now know and are more well versed in the system, and he still flops, boom, have at it. But I don't think that it is fair yet to be like, okay, he's flopped, he's messed up, and so forth. But, and it's such a crucial position, the position he takes up, because I think one thing that this team is missing is creativity. It is a huge problem that most of the goals have come from Timo Werner and what Timo Werner has done, whether it's winning penalties or crossbars. He's not supposed to be the creator. As we've seen, the guy doesn't have a creative bone in his body. What this team is missing is a guy from the middle, the number 10, who's supposed to be the creator. And I think that is either Ziyech or is Kai Havertz, because those are the guys who have the skill level to do that. So, I mean, Eddie, where do you stand on the whole Ziyech thing?
Okay, I'll get to something that I'm starting to get a bit annoyed with in the Thomas Tuchel, era, and I think he's kind of sold us a mini lie when he came in, because he said his first lineup was the most unfair lineup he'll pick in his Chelsea regime. And since then, I think there's been 7 of those players getting consistent game time. Your Jorginho, Kovacic. I don't think Werner played the first game. Mendy, Hudson-Odoi, Aspilicueta, Thiago Silva would if he didn't get injured. Rudiger. So it almost seems like, especially with the fact that Kepa started on Monday, this guy has come to do a reclamation project or revive some men's careers, because I look at most of the players on the bench. Some of them, we know what we're going to get from, like your Ziyech. To a certain extent, your Havertz, he's low on confidence, but he's got a certain something to him. Your N'Golo Kante, since he come back, he hasn't. Yes, he's probably getting the ease back in, but he hasn't had much game time as well. So that's what I think is up with Ziyech at the moment. Added the fact that Mason Mount hasn't been too bad in terms of what the coach wants him to do. I still think he's not the creative guy we need, but hey. And also Timo Werner is now one of the guys who you consider as the number 10s based on the way Tuchel wants to play. Yes, they do rotate between the double nines, as they call them, and the double 10s. So Werner either drops into the 10 or moves forward to the 9, depending on what they want. And then Mason Mount can play the 10 or stick to the right-hand side. I mean, that's what they do. So the fact that Werner drops back into that position clogs up the whole thing, because you're looking at Pulisic deserves minute. Ziyech, Havertz, and then you want to add Werner and Mason Mount to that mix. That's 5 players for 2 positions. And if I take the fact that Hudson-Odoi is supposed to be one of those guys, he will eventually end up there. I think the plan with Tuchel is, trying to get this guy to more defensively aware. So when he eventually plays up front, he can press a bit better and, help the first phase of the defense. So, it's a lot of players we have for those positions. But look, Tuchel, I don't know. The one thing I think with Ziyech that I think Tuchel might not like is the fact that he's kind of a player who likes to do what he wants. I don't think he's the most tactically disciplined player, if that makes sense. So when things, probably break down, instead of probably resetting or restarting again, or, let's play the ball back, he tries to make something happen out of nothing. And I'm not sure how many coaches really like that, because a lot of coaches like the whole structure thing, like, okay, well, boom, boom, boom. If you don't see the space, come back.
Because I think Ten Hag gave them freedom to be, guys, I trust you guys. Interpret.
Exactly. In Ajax, he had that kind of freedom, where you can see with Tuchel, a lot of players, especially positionally, have, except the 2 10s, I don't see much players really roaming around like they used to. Lampard's, style was just, go wherever you want.
Vibes.
It was just, do what you want. But Tuchel's a lot more disciplined in the sense that, you've got your 2 sitting players, you've got your 3 at the back, everyone else in front. There's patterns, obviously, that they try and rotate within, but it's not the same thing as, you can move all the way from the left to the right to create overloads and then try and make something happen. So I think that might be something Tuchel doesn't like as much. But that's the only reason why I can see Ziyech not playing. Otherwise, he should be in this team. And if Havertz is injured, he should be the one playing that right space because one has got the advantage with the left foot. What we have at the moment is Mason Mount and Hudson-Odoi are both right-footed, so they basically do similar things. Although Hudson-Odoi plays a lot wider, and Mason Mount doesn't have the goal threat. He doesn't have the killer ball. He doesn't. His link up is still a bit.
No. I think with Mount is that what you can see from Mount is that he does the right things. So if the ball is to be played, he will make the right decisions always. But the thing about it is that, especially against a tougher team that are more defensively aware, you need a craftier pass. For instance, I was watching Arsenal today and looking at Odegaard. You see, Odegaard is the kind of guy where, okay, what is the pass that no one sees? And even when you just see him on the ball, he's trying to make that clever pass, that intelligent pass, that incisive pass. And he's trying to really engineer things. So there's something more clever about Odegaard when he's on the ball. And I think that is a player Chelsea are missing, that someone with a bit of craftiness in that number 10 area.
And that's what you want from your number 10. Mason Mount, in reality, is a number 8 in the number 10's body. Like, that's what he is at the end of the day. I don't think... Well, he doesn't have the game yet. Maybe that's the way we'll put it. To
Mason Mount is their god in Chelsea. Is their god. Is their god. Is that small god.
Mute your mic. So that's the issue at the moment. But if you ask me, I'll say, look, it should be Havertz or Ziyech for that number 10 position, and Ziyech should be playing. And we'll get to the Atletico preview, but Ziyech is needed in this team. That's what I'm going to say. Even you look at the game on Monday where Mason Mount was literally stinking it up. Like, that game really, really needed a player like Hakim Ziyech because Kovacic will work, do the work all the way to the final third, all for, Werner or Mount too. If we had better players, if we had maybe Havertz and Ziyech, I think we'll perform better instead of Mason Mount and Werner. Although Werner was good, but there was just something about that performance, man, that was just off from Mason Mount, and it was like, okay, can we get a proper number 10 in here to actually see what this team can do? Because right now, if you ask me, I'm confident with Chelsea's play from the back all the way to the final third.
But the final third is a mess.
That final third is just
zero ideas. There's zero ideas.
It's something that needs a lot of work. And the thing is, the players we have now, they do the basic stuff well, but at this level, it's not just about the basic stuff anymore. It's not just about making this run. It's not just about, doing... Right, it's about, we've got 3 players here. How do we break them down? We've got, overloads on one side. How will we switch the ball? You know what I mean? So, point is, Ziyech is needed in this team. Tuchel's got to work it out and work it out before the Atletico game because there's certain man who should not be playing that game. But... we shall get to we'll get to the Atletico preview, but yeah, that's just what it is at the moment. But again, unless he changes his formation, I don't see how Ziyech can make it into this team at the moment because it looks like Mount and Werner have got that position sorted. Havertz will come in, and most likely Pulisic. If you ask me, I think Pulisic is ahead of Ziyech, which is a bit sickening in the order. So. Let's just see how we'll go. It's a wait and see.
All right. I would like it.
Finally, it has come to me. ECHH. I've been saying this thing from day one, and I'll keep repeating it. If Mason Mount is our best player in Chelsea football club. Let me talk.
No. Ziyech is the top.
Let me talk. I'm coming to Ziyech. Let me talk.
Guy, man. God.
You see, I was listening to what Eddie was saying. You see the problem. Mason Mount is a very good player. But you know what he lacks? He lacks sense. He's senseless. He's brainless. He lacks what? Key decision. A midfielder of his caliber should know when to shoot, when to pass, and when to release the ball. That is what Mason Mount is lacking. And that's why he's been playing ahead of Pulisic, Hakim Ziyech, because Ziyech have this arrogance of him playing like, give me this ball, I want to do whatever I want to do in the pitch. I don't care, I just want to do it. But if he want to do kind of stuff in Chelsea, he's gonna remain on the bench. Because if you don't follow what the manager wants you to do, you're gonna sit on the bench. Carlo Ancelotti is following what Thomas Tuchel is doing. Is wants him to do. That is what he's playing ahead of Ziyech. Pulisic is following what he wants to do. He's playing ahead of him. Mason Mount is following what Tuchel wants. He's playing on the bench. And Tuchel said it. He said Hakim Ziyech is my best player in Chelsea. What he needs is a lot of work because he's played more than 50 matches from Ajax to Chelsea. He has no rest. That is the reason he's not been playing. Like he lacked match fitness. Yes, he said he lacked match fitness. Like he's been playing so many matches.
No, wait. Where did you get that quote from? That he's
he said it after before the Newcastle match when they asked him. He said he's been playing tons of matches that he has not been rested way too much. That he needs rest. So he can't just put him in the match right now because he needs the best of Ziyech.
No. But did Chelsea. He ever say that Ziyech is Chelsea? That Ziyech is
yes, he said it. Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that, man.
I heard it when he said it. I heard that. Maybe someone could bring that out in the chat, but I heard him say that.
I don't listen to them motherfucking press conferences.
Mute your mic, man. So
he said he talks how Ziyech is important in his team for him. I can understand why he's playing this formation because I believe this formation doesn't suit some certain players in which I don't want to talk about at the moment because I don't need to talk about them. Because if I keep talking about them, it's not gonna go well. So I'll rather keep my mouth shut because some certain player doesn't fit into this back three. But I'll mute myself for that at the moment. So I think going forward, I don't think this back three going forward is what Tuchel is going to be using. He's someone who like to change formation every match he plays. So he could play like 3 today.
Does Ziyech have a role in this team?
He has a role. Because I can say Tuchel playing the back.
Then why hasn't he been playing?
He's not been playing.
Why didn't he play last game?
You know this year it's called result. He wants to get the result first. He wants the stability first. Once that stability comes in, we can see the lack of Ziyech playing, the lack of Pulisic playing more because you can't just put Ziyech in a match now and the result isn't coming out. All blame will go to Thomas Tuchel. So he has to be balanced. He wants to make some people happy. He wants to make them sad. He's a manager. He has to be balanced in that area. That's how some players have not been playing because at this moment he needs the result. If he doesn't get the result out, Roman and Marina are waiting at the door. So he needs to get that result out and balance everything. Now we all know top 4 is the key, but he said it himself. He said top 4 is not the caliber of Chelsea. He wants to move forward. So if he wants to move forward, he needs to get that result. If it is a flu goal, he don't care. If it is 1-0, 2-0, just win.
So basically, ergo, you're saying that Ziyech isn't required to get results. That he doesn't believe that Ziyech
is required to get it. At this moment, some players will be benched for what he wants to achieve in his first season to happen first. Before we could see like the player we fans want to see. We will see them. But at this moment, the way Tuchel came in now, it came in the middle of season. What he need now is get that result at the moment. Sometimes he can't please all players. He cannot. I've seen some information when some people started saying Tuchel out. Some Papa Chelsea fans saying Thomas Tuchel get the hell out. I was like, do you guys have brain? Do you guys even watch football? This man came in to get results. Why are you guys telling him Thomas Tuchel out? So do you have this energy? The same energy you have for Lampard. You won't have the same energy for a manager who knows what he's doing. Or like manager who doesn't even have the brain of knowing what he's doing. There's a difference in that. So if he has to balance that. So that's what we need to know as the fans. He will please some people. He will not please some people. All he need the result. That is what he's been getting. And everybody's on he's playing back to everybody understand their role in the formation he's playing. So that at this moment, some players will be mad. When I see Kepa in the Newcastle match, I was not mad.
So my thing to you, before I come to Stanley, my thing to you is, and just answer this very clearly. Moving forward, do you believe that Ziyech is going to have an important main role under Thomas Tuchel?
Yes, I do. Because I think he wants to play Ziyech the way he played Di Maria in PSG. Yeah, he will have a go. He will, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because Tuchel said it. He said, I want to play Timo Werner. I can play Timo Werner in the back, in a front 2, or in a back 3-5-2, or in a 4-2-2-2. He said it after Newcastle match. He said it. I can play him as a central forward. Or I can play him behind the striker in a 2 formation system. He said it. So I could see Ziyech playing in that area because you need him as a creative player to put in this ball in for either Giroud or Timo Werner to run. So I could see him play. So it
Chelsea
depends
ain't
on the way he
playing
wants to play that
4-2-2-2
formation.
this season, bruv. The 4-2-2-2 is not coming out this season from. It's
I
a
know.
3-4-3 until the end of the season.
We will see though. But I know the 4-2-2-2 will come in. Maybe not this season, or maybe the upcoming season. But I can see him switching that formation. If done, I can see him playing from three to back four. He could do that. He's a manager who is flexible to change around the formation. Atletico, I may see him play back four. Very possible.
Okay.
It's very possible.
Daniel.
What?
Ziyech.
Ziyech. I think it's an indictment against our Moroccan brother that the disparity in quality between him at the moment and Mason Mount isn't wide enough to where he seems the clearer option to play. I guess there's a difference between what you do and what you can do. So ideally, what Ziyech is capable of, you would want that in your team. If you just close your eyes and you think about, okay, Hakim Ziyech, I want that in my team. But what we actually see on the pitch, there's not a clear enough gap between what he provides at the moment and what Mount would provide in those kind of number 10 half space areas to where it would make sense to play him above Mason Mount. So that's
but real quick, because
that's the issue.
No, but because I saw you make a face when I said the whole thing of where are we?
I make a lot of faces, man. I can't.
No. But you made that face. It was a particular face, as in what the f is this Nigerian talking about? where are we seeing Ziyech? The Wolves game. Tuchel had 24 hours.
I remember that face.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, he's had 24 hours. Other game is Barnsley, who was the midfield of Kansé and Billy Gilmore, and it was a complete mess.
My face was, I don't think you can play the Barnsley game as being anything but advantageous for the players that were playing due to the fact that it was Barnsley. If you can't perform against Barnsley, at least maybe as a collective, maybe that's its own thing. But as an individual player, if you can't perform against Barnsley, I'm not giving you an out. Like, oh no, the team wasn't set up correctly for Ziyech to not play well against Barnsley. Like,
yeah,
come on.
Chelsea couldn't beat the Barnsley press, bro. The transitional play in that game was horrible.
It
was bad.
It's Barnsley. I'm not giving you that excuse. I'm not giving you an excuse against Barnsley. I don't care what tactical reasons you have.
Wait.
Let me respond.
Who did he play with?
Okay, Daniel. Let me give you a response. You're right. It's Barnsley. So if it's such a weak team, boom, Chelsea should be able to easily.
It's not about the collective.
Let me just
land. You guys interrupted me, and then you want me to let you land. Like, what sense does that make?
I'm just responding. I'm just making a point because you made a point. So let me respond. So
I didn't finish my point.
My thing about the Barnsley thing is, yes, I do take your point that you should be able to perform against such weaker opposition. But you're looking at it in a very simple two-dimensional manner. Because if you watch the game, the entire team was a complete mess. So if the entire team is a complete mess and there is no structure to the team, and where does the structure come from? The structure comes from the midfield. You can play Timbuktu United. If your midfield isn't functional, the team completely collapses. So you saw Ziyech, I can't even get into my number 10 bag because I have to now come link with Gilmore. Gilmore's losing the ball. Kante is losing the ball. This guy's losing the ball. I pass to him. I come back. So there is zero chemistry happening because there is no structure to the team. So if there's no foundational structure, it affects all the players around. So
it's Barnsley.
But the team isn't playing well. And if the team isn't playing well, it affects everyone around. So how are you going to hold that against? I
hear your point. I hear your point. Okay, but that's a team basis. Okay, that's the collective of Chelsea. We're not set up properly against this other team in order to exploit what could be exploited, and they didn't play well as an 11-man group. I understand that point, but you are coming at it as if what Ziyech did in that game is or isn't reflective of his capabilities or something along those lines. My point was, you have a responsibility in the moments and situations that you have to produce what you can produce to a certain level. And if you're not doing that against Barnsley, I'm not giving you a pass. Regardless of what the structures of the team were doing, you still have a main responsibility when you get the ball at your feet. That's up. You could have it in a park. You could have it in the Barnsley pitch. You could have it at Stamford Bridge. You could have it on the street, whatever. But when you have the ball at your feet, it's not about tactics at that point. It's about what are you doing on an individual basis to beat the person, to create a chance. That's not tactics. That's individual. And if he's not doing that, I'm not giving you a pass against Barnsley. If you're playing against top flight defenders and whatnot, cool. It's Barnsley. Do something. That's not about Tuchel. That's about you. And if Mount looks better when he gets in those positions,
with Kovacic and Jorginho, I'm sorry. With Kovacic and Jorginho, I'm gonna push back against that, because my thing is this: is that you're right. I came out and I said, yeah, he played like trash. Yeah, the team's doing play, but I said, boom, guys, hold my hands up. He played like trash. But let's do like for like. If Mount played in that game and played well, boom, I will give that over you. Same team, same setup and so forth, I will give that to you. My thing is that let's just go like for like. If and this is what I said. If Ziyech plays like trash with the first team, Jorginho, Kovacic, proper midfield and play trash Ziyech, you have boom, it's bad. My thing is that the argument I'm making is Ziyech, arguments of Ziyech being in the team and the arguments of why Mount should be in the team.
Don't we have
Mount
Wolves
is playing better.
Don't we have the Wolves game as
24 hours
as an example?
24 hours. Come on, bro. 24 hours. Come on, bro. Tuchel had
He played-
24
But
hours.
He played decent in the Wolves
and
game.
he played well.
Everybody's on the same playing field. Everybody had 24 hours with Tuchel. So Ziyech isn't special. It's not like, oh, everybody else had 48 hours, but Ziyech only had 24.
Daniel.
Everybody's playing on the same level.
The way Chelsea played back then compared to now is a whole night and day. Like, you can't use Tuchel's first game to judge Ziyech and go, oh, this is why he's not playing. Because our transitional play that game was poor. We had the ball for about 40, 50 minutes doing nothing
Eddie,
with the ball.
I hear you, but what did Mount do when he came in the game immediately? And he would have been on the same 24 schedule. He created some. Tammy should have scored the game-winning goal, correct? You said it of your own mouth.
Tammy should have scored the game-winning goal.
If Tammy keeps running because of the play that Mount executed, he wins the game.
But
so
okay.
no, because Ziyech played, I think, at least 80 minutes in that game. If I'm Tuchel and I see Mount comes in for 10 minutes and creates something, then of course the next few games they're going to play him and see
Daniel,
what happens.
I remember you made this point as well after that game, right? You complained about Jorginho and Kovacic passing back for half the time.
Yeah.
Which meant Ziyech had to drop deep. Remember, Ziyech dropped deep a lot of that game to actually, progress the ball up front to get it to Havertz, and I think Giroud playing that game. But what did you... No, hold on.
I gave credit to Jorginho for that.
Daniel, exactly. You said for the first time in that game, Jorginho actually passed the ball forward.
But if I'm Tuchel, I'm looking at Mount making a play that Ziyech didn't.
But no.
Is that rocket science?
Ziyech had to drop down because he wasn't getting the ball from
Just because I give credit to Jorginho doesn't mean Tuchel gives him the same credit. He might look at it and think Mount is actually doing something that Ziyech didn't, so I'm going to give him more chances.
And what's he done since with the chances?
Chelsea haven't lost.
Eddie, I get what the same thing Daniel is saying. I'm saying the same thing. What Tuchel wants Mount to do is doing it, but the problem with Mount is he is senseless. He doesn't have that word decision making. That is the problem with Mount. That decision making, he doesn't have it. But if you place Ziyech in that role, Ziyech will have that decision making in which Mason Mount is lacking. Kai Havertz also will have that decision making too, in which Mount is lacking.
All I'm asking for is this. Let's Ziyech play with this midfielder of Jorginho and Kovacic, and then let's just see it. Because look, this, I'm not trying to be disingenuous here and so forth, because I'm just keeping it real, because Chelsea now have an issue. Okay, you're right. Maybe Mount is carrying out homeboys' instructions better than Ziyech. But my thing is that this Mount guy, there is no creativity here. He doesn't have a He doesn't have an imaginative football brain. Ziyech has an imaginative football brain, and we're holding the Wolves game and the Barnsley game against that. Oh, boom, he messed up against Barnsley, he messed up against Wolves. Mount is the better thing. When it's like, okay, let's just, fine, he messed up against Barnsley. Let's just have a fair playing field. Just play him, just for life. I know. Just play him with Jorginho and Kovacic. If he messes up, you won't hear a word from me.
Nah, hold on.
Oh, go ahead, Eddie.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say. Well, actually, Daniel, you make a point. Because
I was gonna say, like, I would like to see Ziyech because, as I said, when I close my eyes and I think about Hakim Ziyech, I want that in my team. But that's me. This is the name that's here. I don't manage Chelsea. You know, it's up to Tuchel, and probably what Tuchel has seen in training and in games, it makes sense to play Mount. Even though we here could be like, I think if you put Ziyech in those same places, you would get more from him. But we don't manage Chelsea.
I think, to Daniel's point about what Tuchel sees in training, and it's something I was alluding to earlier when I said, discipline as well, is you can't dismiss what Chelsea do off the ball in terms of winning the ball as early as possible. And you've got to give it to Mason Mount. That guy hustles in terms of the press. He leads the press and all. Ziyech doesn't do that, because if you look at Tuchel, one thing he would have learned from PSG, if you watch PSG, Neymar and Mbappe don't press. I'm not sure how much Icardi pressed as well. So Tuchel couldn't do anything about that situation. And which is why I think he's kind of coming to Chelsea and, first of all, Hudson Odoi, you're playing right wing back. Well, I want you to defend. He wants to stamp that authority of, what, all my players will have to press. And I can see that arrogance in Ziyech as in, what the hell, I'm a creative guy in this team. Like, I don't need to press. So until he actually maybe learns that lesson of, if I'm going to play in this team, I need to do stuff off the ball as well, he may not play. So that's another reason why he might not be playing, because I know Tuchel is very, very keen on winning the ball back within 4 or 5 seconds or 10 seconds of losing the ball. So that's another thing. So it could come down to what he sees at training, not just on the ball, but also off the ball, because he wants to keep the ball for 70 minutes of the game. So it is what it is.
I think the how would I word this? The English media probably needs to take a little bit of credit for Mount's appearances, given the amount of times that they've asked Tuchel in at least his introductory press conference, what's going to happen with Mount? What's going to happen with Mount? I think that probably does apply a little bit of pressure on Tuchel to pick the right team, and the right team in air quotes. And also, if we look at the production, and obviously this is under Lampard, so I would like to know how much credit or blame Tuchel gives the kind of the performances of Chelsea players, because it was Lampard who was managing. I'd like to know that. So how much do you hold it against these players that Timo Werner hasn't been playing well? Is that more on him, or is that more on the system? Obviously, Tuchel can't come out and say in public whether he thinks, hey, the football they were playing under Lampard was trash. He can't say that, because that's just...
It was.
They can kind of do it, but they can't outwardly, overtly do it, because I think Tuchel's quite conscious of not poisoning the waters with the proper Chelsea fans who are quite angry that Frank Lampard was sacked. So that's part of it. Oh, of course.
They are angry. They should go and join.
Look. I've seen people who, I think it's the Chelsea pitch owners. They own Stamford Bridge, basically. So they were trying to figure out a way, how can we leverage us owning the pitch in order to get rid of Roman Abramovich, because we're sick of him and we want our club back. So that was what was going on after Lampard left. But my point is, I might have even forgotten my point. That being my question, I wonder if Tuchel looks at the performances that Ziyech had under Lampard and thinks, the guy who hasn't really been that effective, so if I'm not going to be getting production from him, at least let me go with the guy who, as Eddie pointed out, I know he's going to run, I know he's going to hustle, the fans like him, the media wants him. It probably just makes more sense, especially, again, the reason that he went with a back five was to bring solidity and just stability to the team. So maybe I do sacrifice that little bit of quality that Ziyech has for that work rate and just energy and just commitment. I don't really like that word, but the commitment that Mount has, and maybe that's what he's looking at. Like I'm willing to reduce my attacking potential by 15% in order to increase the energy level or production of the team by 15%. Like maybe that's how he's looking at it. And then he could be justified by looking at Ziyech's performances under Lampard. But which is why again I want to know how much blame do you really give Ziyech for not playing well under that?
So wait, I'm going to come here. I'll come see you. I get your point. I get it. Because I have to put myself in Tuchel's shoes. So for me, I have this vision of how Chelsea can play. I'm like, man, I remember Ziyech at Ajax. So Ziyech with Havertz.
You're like me. You're closing your eyes and you're thinking, damn, I need that guy.
Wow, yeah. Because I'm like, okay, because I can just see how Chelsea can play, specifically in the final third and the dynamism. But my thing is that let me put myself in Tuchel's shoes. Halfway through the season, this is a big, high-profile job, and you know that the owner is heavily on results. Mount may not be the ideal player, but maybe he's the right player for now, where he's just going to help. He is going to help me achieve the results. He's not going to be the be-all and end-all, but he is an important cog of helping me just to achieve the results without the ball. And I said with the ball, he makes it may be safe, it may not be dynamic, but he tends to make the right decisions with the ball. Okay, I'll give him the ball, the through ball. I'll give that thing. So it's not the most interesting decision, it's not the most dynamic decision, but it's like, okay, boom.
When you talk about pressing, it does it. When you talk about right decision, don't mention Mount. I beg. That is the problem is lacking at the moment. That's where the argument is coming from. When you talk about running and pressing, it does that. The decision is lacking. Tuchel even said it He lacked the right decision.
When Shaw is there, he will give the through ball in the overlap, man. So he'll keep the pass. He'll give the pass.
I'm happy you said pressing and everything. Tuchel himself said it that what Mason Mount lack is decision making. It does the pressing, it does everything right that he wants him to do, but he needs to improve more on his decision making.
So I know when to shoot. Any football brain.
Exactly. I need to know when to pass. He doesn't have that decision making. That is what is lacking at the moment. He's a good player. I'm not bashing on Mason Mount, but if he doesn't have that decision making, we're gonna be lacking back because he's a creative player in which the manager tries to do the job he wants him to do. Now that he's kind of following the manager's leading, like do what I want you to do. The problem is lacking is he's not precise enough to know. Oh, I need to hold on to the ball. I need to shoot. I need to pass. I need to do this. It doesn't have that. Let me say the attribute of doing that.
Football IQ.
Exactly. Football IQ to do it. It doesn't have it. So I'm not, as a fan, I'm not even angry. Because I understand. That this season.
Are you choking? Are you good?
No, I'm drinking water. Because I'm having this
hiccups or something?
No, I was taking some cookies. I need to drink water. I need to drink water.
I thought he was about to say I was taking tablets.
Medicine,
or
I thought he was gonna say I was taking medicine. This guy said
no.
I was taking cookies.
The problem we're facing as a fans is I don't hate Mason Mount. I kind of as a fans, I respect the kind of player he is as a fan. Even under Lampard, I said it. I'm not hating on Mount. What I expect from him to do, he's doing it. But the problem is, people may say, because he's young, he doesn't have this. I get that. I'll give him that. Because he's young. I get that. But you cannot tell me Chelsea fans are comparing Mason Mount to Phil Foden of Man City. There's a level to that. There's a massive level to that. They are also comparing Mason Mount to Bukayo Saka of Arsenal. There's a difference. Because those players have IQ. Saka knows when, I can shoot.
Oh, no.
I can pass.
Don't compare. Like, Saka is a different
Phil
level.
Foden knows.
Different level.
Bernardo Silva is here. Let me give him the ball. Kun Aguero is here. Let me give him the ball. Mason Mount doesn't have that intelligence. That is the problem he's lacking. Because he gets into very dangerous position. You see him passing. In the Newcastle match, Giroud was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It was like, pass me the ball. He shot with his left foot. Tuchel was mad. It was like, why don't you pass this ball? That is the problem I'm saying. Because he's getting into the dangerous position. He doesn't know what to do. His indecision is poor. Oh, should I pass? Should I shoot? Should I? That's the problem we're facing because he's the creative player. That's where Ziyech comes in. That is where Kai Havertz comes in. Because we can have this argument that he won't do. I keep saying it. If Havertz is in those positions, Mason Mount is showing. He will pass those balls at the right time. He knows my job is what? Give the pass early. Shoot early. He has that brain. He's a creative player. Pass. Shoot. Mount doesn't have it. That is where he's lacking as a player at the moment.
Okay. So look, let's.
Can I give one example maybe to Abdullahi's point? If you guys were watching the PSG Barca game, and was it the fourth goal or the Mbappe's third goal?
Yeah.
Draxler was driving with the ball, and I'm sure there were people who were like, pass it, because they saw Mbappe wide, but he waited until the precise right time with the with the right weight to get the ball to Mbappe, and then Mbappe obviously did his thing. In my mind, I was thinking, if that was Mount, what would he do in that position?
He will shoot.
And yeah, exactly. He would
This shot make him
look
That's
at
it.
Mbappe, and then he'd be like, "Nah, I got this," and he'd go for his own shot.
Shoot.
So
Yeah.
it just to Abdullahi's point, I remember just thinking in that moment, like if that was Mount against Atletico Madrid, what's happening? And
no,
Daniel.
If it's Atletico Madrid and it's 0-0 in the 90th minute, and Mount has a chance to give it to someone and he shoots and he misses, man.
Break your TV. Break your internet.
I'm taking a samurai sword and
Break
I'm
your
going to find
laptop.
that freaking
Mount will do it.
If that's
I can guarantee you that he will do it.
if that moron does that on a
He
topic
will do
stage,
it. Because he's senseless. He doesn't have that brain. He doesn't have it.
Save it for the preview.
Okay,
see,
so-
now that's like this, and maybe Kai Havertz is who we need to be talking about more so than Ziyech in those situations.
You brought
Like,
it up.
where is he?
He's
No, he's been injured. But
he's injured. He's injured.
Okay.
He's injured.
Yeah.
See,
Ziyech has been injured too, though. So maybe that's fair.
Ziyech
So maybe that's
Ziyech-
fair.
no,
Like,
Ziyech
he
has
a-
been available,
He has
but
a
no,
hip
Havertz.
injury. He had the knee injury at the beginning of the season. So
Yeah, but Tuchel only, I think the first game or the second game he didn't play. Tuchel said he couldn't even play half an hour. That's why he dropped him. But since then, he didn't play up until the Barnsley game, and then we haven't seen him since.
wait. Okay. Okay. I'm just thinking about what I just said. Who's Chelsea's Mbappe that you would be cool with Mount
That's
passing
what I was.
to?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, if Mount's in that position, he's looking at Werner. Like,
because remember,
Exactly.
Draxler knows that.
I just thought. Okay, wait a minute.
Because also as well, Draxler already
If
knows
Mount's
that.
Draxler, who is Mbappe? Like
and also
That's
Draxler
Timo Werner.
already knows
Hudson
that this guy has
Odoi?
scored
You know
2
what?
goals.
It would be Marcus Alonso. That's who it would be, or somebody like that.
But the difference is Draxler is like, I know it's Mbappe, but I already know he's already scored 2 goals.
Yeah.
So like in basketball, he's hot. So
Heat
yeah,
check. It's
give him
a
the
heat
ball.
check.
Yeah, heat check. Yeah, give him the ball. Okay, look, man. Let's just get onto this, man.
What are we doing?
Let's.
Atletico?
Yeah. Let's.
no, Southampton first, man. Southampton first. It's the game before, so
Okay, let's do Southampton. Okay, Southampton. See, my thing here is that this team have not been tested yet. I would say the toughest game that Chelsea has had is Sheffield United, which is weird because it just shows you how weird football is. But
Didn't they play Tottenham?
Sheffield United was tougher. Sheffield United caused Chelsea more issues than Tottenham for sure. Like Tottenham, Chelsea controlled that game until like the last 12
I'm trying to
minutes.
think of big names.
So Southampton.
According to you, it was Barnsley.
They wanted to bring out the table.
No. I said Premier League in the Premier League. It was the toughest game in the Premier League.
Cool. My bad.
So, all right, let's look at this table, man. Look, table is looking alright. The table is looking alright.
Wait a minute. Where are we?
Oh, sorry.
No, not we. Chelsea.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
I thought you were referring to Chelsea. I was like, what?
I was trying to hide you guys, man. So yeah, look. I mean, because Liverpool have Everton on Sunday, I believe, at Anfield.
On
And I think
Saturday.
okay, so
11:30.
and I think they'll probably win the ball. Look at that. Basically, just scratch Man City out. Chelsea have Leicester and United in their sights. It's very much in their sights. So look at that.
We know what the problem is.
Don't say it, fam. Don't say it.
We know what the problem was. I mean, aren't all those 5 games Chelsea have played? Those are Tuchel's games.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like that's Wolves, Burnley, Tottenham, whoever the other
Sheffield
two.
and Newcastle.
Do you know what they sacked Lampard at like the right time, just to get those results? Because imagine if Lampard was still in the job. You think it's still 4 check marks? And
Hell
great?
no.
Hell no.
Chelsea are like with
Wolves that are baptized us, fam.
Chelsea are like around Villa, Tottenham, Arsenal territory. If Lampard was still around,
That's where we were anyway. So probably with Wolves or Leeds or something.
You know the funny part? People call Thomas Tuchel the laptop manager. I wonder what they call Frank Lampard. Maybe the book manager. Who knows?
No, but look, I mean, basically, if I'm going to go based on the form, now,
Oh
that's
my
crazy.
god! Look at Southampton's form.
That's what I was about to say.
they've dropped 6 in a row. I think
5 L's.
Jesus.
Because what's that? So, lost 2-1 to Wolves, 3-2 to Newcastle. 9-0 to Man United, 3-1 to Arsenal, 1-0 to Villa. The last win, lost to Leicester City. The last win was Liverpool
Wow.
back in the 4th of January.
damn,
So, I mean, this is like
that's 6 games. 6 games.
Yeah. So this is the best freaking time to play Southampton, you know.
Or it's the best time for Southampton to play Chelsea, knowing
How so?
Chelsea just give people free cookies.
Well, that was
Not on that Lampard.
that was
It's not
homework.
gonna
That
happen.
was
show up to
homework.
Stamford Bridge, get your free cookie. Like
It's not happening anymore, bro. It's not. It ain't happen. Nope.
they said, turn the dark mode on.
What?
I don't have a dark mode
like,
on this, man.
I hate dark mode, man. I don't like
no.
white text on.
No.
dark
I
background.
use blue tint. You know, whenever you're in darkness and you use the blue tint. That actually does help. So do you guys another easy dub for Chelsea against Southampton, or this is the game in which Chelsea somehow screw up and give
Trust
Southampton
me, man,
life?
it's free cookies, man. It's at least a draw or a Southampton win.
I disagree with that because I think I keep saying it. All the matches we've been playing, we've been getting free pass. It's like going to college, getting a U pass. Just get it. It's a free ride for the rest of the college, for the rest of the college semester. Southampton, Atletico Madrid, Manchester United. Those 3 matches I want to test Tuchel. Like now, I want to give him a test. Those 3 matches because
Why Southampton?
because attacking team. Those are the attacking team. They attack you. They don't have to
Like,
defend.
can you see what I'm seeing on the screen now?
I'm saying it. Yes,
How many
I am.
crosses is there? Five
I know.
crosses.
I know.
Yeah, but they
Southampton will not change the way they play.
Can
They will
you
not change the
imagine
way they play.
Southampton at a point where on top of the Premier League table,
Yeah, exactly.
factually, like there was, I know teams had games in hand, but they were up there. So to be 13th with 6 straight L's,
Exactly. So they won't change the way they play. So Southampton, Atletico, and United are the team I want to tell Tuchel in. Let's see those who run of game. Then we can have a conversation about now we know where we're heading to. Because if this kind of run of game doesn't give us like confidence as a fan, like no, there's gonna be a problem. That's what we're gonna see. You see, this is where it's becoming interesting, which I'm liking it because those proper Chelsea fans, I'm just laughing. You know, I'm laughing. They sack Lampard because he's losing Wolves. He lose to this team we don't need to lose to. Their excuse is Tuchel came in, is winning those matches, he has to win. Now they want to see the test of Southampton, Atletico Madrid, United. That is when they want to go at Tuchel that what has he even improved in Chelsea? They sack Lampard because of this. Now what has he improved? That is when I want to see Tuchel.
So they're still waiting.
No,
They're waiting.
I think
They're literally waiting because they know once he get that hell, he's a bad manager. Roman make the wrong decision. But the board who hired Tuchel are not brainless. They know what they're doing. They brought him in at the right time that fix us this place. We can do this. We can salvage something before the season finish. Get us to top 4 and let's know where we are when the season finish. So we as a fans, I know where this is heading to. But some proper fans, I see them. Why is this starting Alonso? Is Chilwell not gonna play? Shut up. Are you Tuchel? Are you coaching those? Are you coaching them? If you're not coaching them, don't say anything.
So what, Eddie? What?
Scroll up to the top again. I want to say something.
So if you're not coaching those players, you don't need to have a say in them. And I see them saying, why is he playing Callum Hudson-Odoi as a wing back? This guy is a winger. Are you Tuchel coaching these players? Are you the one? If you're not the one coaching them, shut your mouth and watch football. If you don't watch football, go and watch Netflix or YouTube. It's simple. Let this man do his job. It's simple. Very simple. Very, very easy.
Wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Whoa,
not 4 plus 4. It's very easy.
Abdullahi, do you have an issue? And I think I heard you say this earlier, but I want to get your full thoughts on this. Mm-hmm. You don't have an issue with Kepa playing?
Me, I don't have an issue with Kepa playing because I know Tuchel is playing him. He knows what he's doing because he's a manager who knows what he's doing. If it is Lampard playing Kepa, I'm in trouble because that guy's gonna make mistake. He will make mistake. But if it's still Tuchel playing him, knows he keep against FA Cup. Oh, this is your chance against Newcastle. Enjoy yourself. And Kepa did well.
Enjoy yourself, Abdullahi. Are you?
Eddie, I'm being right as a manager now. He played FA Cup. He did well in FA Cup. Tuchel brought him in. He said, Mendy is having a physical issue. That is why I play Kepa. I know it's a lie because that's a political. I know it's a lie. It's Ganaskia doing this rubbish. Marina doing this bullshit. I know. So Kepa came in and he came out and said after the match, Kepa is not my number one. Edward Mendy is my number one.
You're only saying this because Chelsea won that game 2-0.
No.
Wait, man. If Kepa made a blunder and Chelsea lost that game, you would be going at Tuchel right now.
If you make blunder if you make blunder in that area, I'll come out and tell you. Yes, you make blunder because this is Kepa we've been seeing long time ago.
But Abdullahi, don't give me you saw Kepa on that lineup and you were like, all right, cool, we're right.
No. I saw Kepa. I saw Kepa. I was like, wait, where's Mendy? Then he clarified it as a manager that I play Kepa because Mendy was having a physical problem. Then I understand.
When did you say Mendy was having a physical problem?
He said it. It's not me. He said it. The manager said it. Not me.
Abdullahi be having all the quotes, man. He has so many quotes.
Because the last time
he knows everything Tuchel has said.
The last time I checked, the only thing Tuchel said was he wanted Mendy to rest up mentally and physically. That's all he said.
Exactly.
He used the words. The word rest, but I don't get.
For me, I know it's not a problem. I know it doesn't have a mental or physical problem. It doesn't have it. We know Marina Ganaskia is the one doing this bullshit.
I actually agree with that one.
Because we know Marina doing those bullshit. I
think part of Tuchel's remit or part of his contractual responsibility is making sure that Kepa gets back because it's such an embarrassment to the club to have 72 million on a goalkeeper and him be a flop. That Tuchel, he's doing I'm going to give you a fresh start. To do what? Mm-hmm. And he sat on the bench and played some Mickey Mouse games where there's been like one shot on target and he hasn't had to do anything. And all of a sudden, Kepa's back. He's returned. All right, okay, cool. That's
exactly.
Dig your own grave if you want to.
Yeah, but
because we know in the summer, Arizabala gets going. We know that. So Marina wants to make lot of money. Even if I want to sell this guy, maybe 50 million, 45 million, I'm okay with it. So we know Marina is doing those bullshit. We know. But proper Chelsea fan will tell you, if it is Lampard wasn't given time because of this. We know. I'm telling you right now, if Tuchel messed up with some lineup, maybe he didn't play their best player, Mount out, or Odoi out, and he came out and said, I have my reason for not playing that. They will kill Tuchel. They will use cutlass and kind of just kill that guy because he's not playing the best player. You can't expect a manager to kind of to give you what you want. No, this man is fighting for a result. He came in to win matches. He didn't come in to kind of tell you, proper Chelsea fans, this is Odoi, play him. This is Mount. Play. This is this. No. That is not what the manager is coming and let me see what I have. Then they make a decision.
Do you guys think Kepa plays the Atletico game?
I don't think so. I don't
If he
think
plays
so.
that, I'm not watching. Seriously.
I don't think so because
because
Tuchel confirmed me that Mendy is his number one. He said it. It's his number one.
I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it.
Nah, if I honestly, if I see Kepa on the team sheet, I almost didn't watch Newcastle game because I saw Kepa. I did not get that decision from. Like, bro, it was that bad. But the thing is,
Eddie, we know it's PR. It's from Marina. We know Marina. We know.
Bro,
we know.
I don't want to see Kepa, bro. Unless, bro, Mendy on 1.5 leg is better than Kepa on 2 legs, man.
Okay, let me ask you guys this, and then we can go to the next one. Rather than a score, win, lose, or draw, what do you think, Southampton? My mouth is shut. Win, lose, or draw?
Draw.
Abdullahi.
I'm going for a win. I'm going for a win because I know Southampton won't change the way they play. They want to attack. So which is going to open the space for who everybody has been shouting now. Timo Werner. He loves space. And this is a match when you're playing because we know when you give him that space, it's a problem. Even as Sonata said, I am in trouble because now this match is where Timo Werner thrives. And the problem is, how does
my friend? I just said prediction. So you say, so what's win?
I'm not predicting. I'm just gonna say win.
You just said win. That's his prediction. Black Mario Balotelli.
Don't worry. I'm predicting. That's what my prediction.
Okay, thank you. No. You're not predicting that, and then no nonsense. Eddie,
I'm predicting. You haven't given my dub yet. You need to make me a mod for the Kylian Mbappe.
Can you pipe down so Eddie can?
No. You need to make me a mod. This Champions League year, I want to.
Let me meet Eddie. Please talk.
Yeah, Chelsea. I'll go for Chelsea win. I think, but the interesting thing I want to see this game is his lineup selection because this next week will show us what Tuchel really came for. If he wants to take the Champions League seriously, or he's more worried about top 4. Because you look at that table at the moment, something that was actually shocking me in that table, Chelsea have the second best defensive record in the league based on stats. That's wild. Given how bad we were for a while. Apart from Man City, we've considered the second least.
Villa.
Villa. Well, Villa have 2 games in hand, but yeah.
True.
But that's pretty interesting. So, the thing is, Thiago Silva, I think, should play this game. I don't want to see
no, he's back. He's back. It's here today. Today.
But I want to see Thiago Silva play half a game. I don't want to see another Gerard Piqué situation where my guy comes in just for the Atletico game and oh my god.
15.
But that's the only thing. I want to see what the team selection is like. I don't want to see Kepa, please. Mendy comes back. And hopefully there has to be some rotation based on the way we'll play. So he would maybe a Kante plays, you don't know. Maybe Pulisic comes back in. Ziyech, a sighting of Ziyech maybe. So some of these players might play, but Southampton are pretty poor, and I think Chelsea get a dub, man. Chelsea get a dub.
All right.
So hey, we're right, man. But hey, look, Chelsea cannot finish top 4 HH. Chelsea cannot finish top 4.
Eddie.
No,
don't let him predict.
No,
don't let him talk.
No. But if Chelsea,
don't let him talk.
If Chelsea finish top 4, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, Manchester United fans,
don't let it talk.
Especially if Chelsea finish second.
Eddie, relax. Relax. So guys, look, man. So guys, shout out to everyone in here.
Eddie likes Chelsea because of the rivalries. I've deduced this.
No. He's a narrative merchant. He's a narrative man. He takes up to me. He likes the narrative.
Eddie is more of an Arsenal hater, Liverpool hater, United hater, and then he uses Chelsea as a means by which to slap other people.
The thing is,
I respect that. No. I'm saying I respect that. But
you know what I mean? Like when Chelsea were losing, I haven't said anything since December for a reason. I was just ranting about Chelsea. But Chelsea,
I didn't say anything because of this guy putting on the red shirt. It's against all absolutely everybody this entire world, and they went to Siberia.
Let me talk.
Don't say a word, please. I'm begging you, please.
So guys, remember, guys, like, subscribe. So guys, please. To support the complicated Chelsea crewman, become a Patreon member. The link is below in the description box. Check the link. The link is below in the description box.
Click it and
then look at which tier you want to do it, but it will mean a lot to us.
Check your wallet right now. Do you have $5? You got
yes,
€5? You got £5?
That's
I know you
stuff,
do.
man.
You just checked. You just looked.
So
Do you guys have one quarters or 1 cent? You can add it. Let's just fight it together.
Abdullah, please just mute Abdullah, please. Abdullah might have to go on timeout, bro. Seriously.
Help us by supporting our
one
Patreon,
quarter
guys.
or 1 cent, Jesus. So yeah, so guys, so yeah, like basically, if you're a Patreon member, you for the basic tier, you get access to all of the episodes in podcast form, and you can get to send those questions, and we'll kind of interact with you on that Patreon platform. So any questions you have, send them in, and we'll respond to you. If you go for the higher tier, you get all the podcast. You can interact with us, and you also get 2 to 3 videos each month. That's exclusive videos that we'll give you to those guys. So guys, it will mean a lot to us. If you want to support us, help the creators giving you that real Chelsea crack. It will mean a lot to us if you become.
I just remember something now.
Hey, let me land.
Yeah,
let me land.
Okay. Go finish your finish.
Damn. So to become a Patreon member, just click the link below in the description box, and then you can get access to that lovely content, and we will appreciate your patronage.
Do you want to hear more
man.
Lampard slander? Do you want to hear more
No.
Mason Mount
No,
slander?
not bad. AJ, please go to our next 4 matches before the end of the season. I think the top 4 is completely over because they want to kill Chelsea. They want to kill us. Literally kill Chelsea.
I saw that comment, but that's not what is gonna happen. Look,
AJ, see, look at the picture. Just look at the picture.
look, Abdullahi. By the time we play City,
No, go to May.
the league
Go
is
to
done.
May.
By the time we play City, the league is done.
Man City, Leicester, Arsenal, Aston Villa.
Look, by the time we play City, the league is done. That's what I'm saying.
So this is just about
look at
finish,
this.
whether you can finish second or
West
like the league is
Ham,
finished.
Man City, Leicester, Arsenal, and Aston Villa.
Leicester have injury issues at the moment.
Why are you guys skipping over West Brom, Palace, Brighton, and West Ham? Like those are all just like, hey man, 3 points. Like I don't think you can do that.
Daniel,
It is the Premier League.
The thing is, by the time we get to April, I think everything's already sorted. We know who's getting relegated. We know who's getting.
If Chelsea win all 5 games before Man City, I'll give each of y'all $5. Okay, like West Ham. What is it? Scroll down. Scroll down, please. Thank you. West Ham, Crystal Palace, Brighton. West Brom, Crystal Palace, Brighton, West Ham, and Fulham. Yeah. They're not winning all 5 of those.
We'll see.
Palace is not a guarantee. Palace and West Ham away, that's not a guarantee. West
Ham away is the only ones out. Yeah,
they're not winning them. So like just skipping to the City, Arsenal, Leicester, like
no. Yeah.
No. What they're saying is because of those last 5 games, Chelsea are not going to make top 4. But Chelsea are not losing all those games to start with. That's why I'm saying the league is done by the time we play Man City. So if they make a run in the Champions League, we don't know what's going to happen. Then they might rest.
I'm not giving you guys money. I don't have money to give.
They might rest players for that game. The Arsenal game. Look, Arsenal are a mid-table club at the moment, man. I'm not.
Don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, no. Relax, man.
Arsenal are a mid-table club.
It's remember how it came back to haunt.
I'm more scared of the West Ham game than the Arsenal game right now. So,
Eddie, relax.
Arsenal can.
So before we move to our final frontier, man, shout out to Kosi Osman. Thanks for the dub. He says Chelsea will lubricate Atleti 4-0. # Chelsea is back. Totally Awesome is a Bayern Munich fan. And because he's a Bayern Munich fan, I know exactly what he's doing. Totally Awesome, I repeat, if Pulisic plays, maybe it's a different outcome. And Totally Awesome, I will laugh if you guys lose to Lazio. I will laugh. You probably won't. You most likely will win. But based on the abuse you've sent my way and the insults you've sent my way with several comments, disparaging comments, I will laugh my face off if Bayern Munich lose to Lazio. So relax. Just chill. Okay? If Pulisic plays, Chelsea win that game. Guys, let's talk. Atletico. By this time next week, we will know what the outcome of the first leg will be.
Where's this being played? Firstly,
I think it's.
is this the game in Budapest? Or Hungary?
Budapest.
I think it's Budapest.
It's in Budapest.
Because no, Hungary was the Liverpool
What an
game.
interesting name for a city, Budapest.
Budapest. The Buddha that's a pest. Okay, there you go.
I'm scared. You should be.
This look, as I said again, it was painful the way Chelsea went out against Bayern. I think it was painful because of my personal investments into it. Like, how Daniel, relax. Sure.
I mean, no, I'm just saying it wasn't painful for me because I
That
haven't.
photo of
But for somebody who was claiming Semi's minimum, I could understand the pain that might be attached to.
I never said that.
That result.
That photo of HH and Ford after the first leg, that killed me.
Like, I never said that.
Where is Forward? We need to bring Forward on here, man.
No. He has asked though. He says that. But I think it's something quite little. But he has asked to come on. So hopefully we'll have him on for next Thursday to review this. See, my thing here is okay, like guys. Okay, let's just keep things a stack bundle. Chelsea are not the favourites in this game. When the draw was made, while Homeboy was still the manager, I was like, okay, this is a straight out. Like Simeone is gonna scoom Homeboy. Now I'm gonna pick my words very carefully here because I don't want to make the same mistake twice. Tuchel represents a little bit of hope, but hope isn't a guarantee of success. My issue is
this guy's speaking at 5 miles an hour.
It's like my issue is Southampton won't speak.
You are speaking like Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, who doesn't speak English. That's bad.
We will dismiss that comments that Abdullah said about our dear presidents of the Green, White, and Green.
Y'all got family there, man. Y'all need to be careful on these.
Yeah. As I said again,
man.
I don't co-sign what this Mumu said on over here. Then okay, look at his mouth.
The game is in Bucharest, by the way, not Budapest.
Bucharest.
Yeah.
Wait, that's in Romania.
It's an even more interesting name for a city. Bucharest.
Some very nice women in Romania, man. Very nice. Southampton.
Abdullahi, bro.
So Southampton doesn't represent the right test for Chelsea against Atletico. So, like, Chelsea okay.
Please speak English, please. We know you're English.
I've never seen this guy speak this slowly.
Chelsea just need like an away goal, and I think Chelsea will lose this. As long as they lose this via a 1-goal deficit,
Is he tweaking?
then
What the fuck is
I
going on?
no, look. I'm just ignoring this man. This madman. So my thing here is
He's
okay.
gassed off his Mbappe hat trick prediction.
All Chelsea need is so, guys. This is where I'm at right now. Get an away goal because I'm taking this step by step. Fine, Atletico will win. Fine, 100%. They're the stronger team.
That's not clipping. He's about to predict.
Atletico are going to win this because even if they're not playing in their home ground, they're the stronger team. So I think Chelsea have a chance. They have a chance with Tuchel. But maybe they lose. Just get an away goal. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. Just an away goal. That's it. Even if I think it's weird that they're still doing this whole away goal thing because they're playing in different stadiums. All I'm asking for is an away goal. That's it. 1-goal deficit. An away goal.
Hey, bro, I can't hear what you're saying. Can you speak
And
louder,
then,
please?
and then just
Thank you.
carry that.
Abdullahi, mute your mic.
Wait. Let me. So okay. So Eddie, look. I'm a bit. I don't know how to talk about this game, so Eddie, help me out. So
Go to Abdullah.
okay, I'll talk.
Why do you come to me first? It should allow me to think about my position before you come to me.
No, I
I'll
don't.
go. Fine.
Okay, let's. Look, man, you guys are a bunch of pussies.
You guys think. Okay. I'll and I'm going to be
Cowards.
very quick, so think fast. Chelsea aren't going to
Chelsea
win.
lose, but exactly.
If they do win, I think it would be because of an Atletico capitulation, red cards,
like against
own
Leipzig.
goals.
Yeah.
Something weird would have to happen within the context of the game. If it was 11v11, I don't see over the course of 180 minutes Chelsea doing enough to beat Atletico.
Worry about next week first.
However, the addition of scoring away goals at a neutral ground does give Chelsea a slight advantage, especially with the second leg being at Stamford Bridge. But I can imagine a situation where it goes to extra time at Stamford Bridge and Atletico score like an away goal or something like that. So I'm thinking like a 3-2 Atletico, something like that. It's not as big. I'm trying to give you guys time, but I actually might have an actual point now. If this was Lampard, I was very, very confident that Chelsea were losing this by 3 or 4 goals on aggregate. The addition of Thomas Tuchel has shrunk what I thought was maybe a 60-40 proposition into like a 55-45. So it's far closer and it's more level than it was a month ago, or a month and a half ago, whenever it was that Tuchel arrived at Stamford Bridge. So, yeah, it's closer, but I'm still quite confident that the Atletico that we're seeing in La Liga will arrive and they could play the game anywhere. I don't think Chelsea can beat them, especially the longer the game. If this was a final, I would actually give Chelsea like, hey, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
Because in a
Yes.
final, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But because it's 2 legs, the longer the game is, I think the more likely it is that the better team will actually win. And the better team right now, or at least projecting into next week, if there's no injuries for Atletico, no injuries for Chelsea, is Atletico Madrid. So,
See, if Atletico played Leipzig over 2 legs, they beat them. That one-off game, Leipzig just cut them off. Because I say, even I say, how did Leipzig beat like how? It just happens. One-off game, it happens. Over 2 legs, Atletico win that. So, Edward, do you have a answer for us? Yes.
Having watched the performances of the La Liga teams this week,
ooh. One of them.
Eddie, stop. Eddie, don't. Eddie, come on, don't.
Let him go. Let him cook.
Chelsea have hope. I've been look
Half a football.
since Lampard got sacked. I've been confident with this Atletico tie. Don't ask me why. Don't ask me how we're gonna do it. But
'Cause
Chelsea
you're
are
a
doing
fan,
it
Eddie.
in this tie.
You're a fan. That's why
Daniel!
you have
Let me-
deluded
let
confidence.
me-
Eddie,
Let
man.
sorry.
me land. Let me
sorry.
land. Daniel, you complicated, convoluted Chelsea fan that want us to
Hence the
lose.
name of the show
against
that's around here
Atletico.
somewhere.
Look,
Yeah, I think yes, it's there. So
I actually
you're-
hold true to the ethos of this show. I don't know what you guys are on.
if you're Martin Rosario, you want to put that money on Chelsea this week. You might get another
wait,
3,000.
Martin Rosario, you owe me half of that 4,000, bro. You owe me half of that 4,000 because based on my analysis, you owe me half of that 4,000.
No, if you're a betting guy, obviously Atletico are favorites. Straight up, Atletico are favorites, and it doesn't help that this Felix guy recovered from COVID. Jimenez, I don't know what kind of juju. I don't know what kind of juju that dude has.
He what? He's recovered.
Yeah, he's recovered. He played last weekend, didn't he? Or he's coming this week. I forgot which one it was, but yeah, he's back from.
He played last week. He came from the bench.
He played last week, and Jimenez last week was supposed to be out for 3 weeks. But
Isn't
he came back
COVID
on
like
the
a
weekend.
2-week bid? I thought COVID is like is a 2-week bid.
yeah,
minimum.
he was injured
7-10 days, they say.
7 to 10 days, and then you can come back. That's why I said rest him for the month, but it's all right, all good. Jimenez was supposed to be gone for the tie, but all of a sudden he's back in the Atletico training or something. I don't get what kind of juju happens in Atletico, man. These guys recover from injuries so quickly.
Yes.
So look, I would like to investigate Atletico before that tie. Maybe
Do
we
you
don't
remember
have to
what
play
Diego
it.
Costa did to get back for the Champions League final in 2014? Where he ate like horse placenta or something like that. Like they have weird stuff that goes on.
But look, let me.
And then he
let me
only played
address-
like 6 minutes, wasted a substitution that they needed at the end of the game, and that's why they lost Champions League final. But go ahead, Eddie.
Yeah, let me. I just want to address the Chelsea angle of this because Atletico, look, they're ready. But for all you Mason Mount riders, I ain't gonna say the word before riders, and all you people, they're just trying to think.
It rhymes with Mick.
I know.
It runs with what?
Mick.
Yeah. And all you Mason Mount lovers, who want to talk about Mason Mount is the best thing since sliced bread at Chelsea. This is his game. I'm watching this game because we've seen it this week. The prodigy, according to HH, he balled out. Haaland balled out. Mason Mount, you have no excuse. Especially if you're versing João Felix, because hands up, I know Mason Mount will play. I know Mason Mount will be in that game, but this is the game where he's got a ball out for Chelsea, and let's see how right. But I predict a draw for the first leg, a 1-1 draw.
Yo, I had to research this. Okay, this Atletico Madrid striker Diego Costa has reportedly traveled to Serbia to visit a medical miracle worker specializing in horse placenta treatments as he battles to be fit for the Champions League final against Real Madrid. So maybe, who knows? Maybe that's what Jimenez is doing, man. Maybe he's out there eating or rubbing. I don't know what you do with it.
Roadman methods.
Nicholas in the chat. Hey, Chelsea fans think Mason Mount is on the same level as those players.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
want
Eddie,
him to bowl.
I
want him to bowl.
I don't think I've heard the most fervent Mason Mount defender.
Daniel, no excuses.
Put him on a level with Haaland, Mbappe, Felix.
Bro. Sancho,
are they out there?
They are.
They are.
Daniel, you haven't. All I'm saying is no excuses.
I'm not deep in Chelsea Twitter like you guys.
No
undercover.
excuses, bro.
Abdullah, talk to us, man.
Finally come to me.
Well, why wouldn't you? You're on the panel. So
It's time to make that deal, bitch. It's time. You remember when I predicted my Mbappe? You were laughing. Everybody was laughing. Benjamin, on Saturday, you are in trouble. You better don't show up. I'm begging you in the name of Almighty God. Don't come into the hangout. I said 4-1. You were laughing. I told you Mbappe hat-trick. Yeah. Don't show up. I beg. Don't show up. If you're a Barcelona fans, for the next 2 years, don't show up. Please, don't show up. Because if you show up, Gatleg is clipping that clip out. He's putting it out there. So don't show up. HH is two things. It's two things. It's two. The first one is Mount.
Oh God.
My number one. I am begging you in the name of Almighty.
Y'all niggas amazing. What
Please.
did he do to y'all, man?
Please, your decision making must be 100%. I don't want a decision making of Siberia or Class A plus.
Mason Mount podcast.
That's number one. Timo Werner, please. I have prayed for the past 1 month about Timo Werner.
Nah. If Timo Werner balls in this game, you guys shut down the show.
Please. Timo Werner, please. I don't want your first touch. I don't care. All I want from you is that G. I don't care how you score that goal. Please.
Abdullahi, stop. Don't talk about Werner, please. Don't talk about Werner.
That leg, put me on the hair. I want to talk. HH, Tuesday's gonna be loud. Oh my god.
I'm waiting for the nonsense to come out.
I can see HH looking.
He has a fan. Angel Gabriel. I'm writing it down.
HH ain't trying to play, bro.
HH, it's final. I'm going to rename Chelsea. Yes.
Wait. Wait, did Daniel leave or did Yo,
It's over.
I didn't say 3-0 as well, bro. I don't know why I'm still here.
3-0. Oh, what a game.
Abdullah, use brain. That's a joke of a prediction, man. Daniel's Wi-Fi
Come back. You guys come back.
Nah, Abdullah, bro, where'd you get 3-0 from?
Tuesday's gonna be loud. Don't worry. It's Tuesday, right? 3-0 Chelsea.
Nah. especially for home game.
I just needed a moment to gather myself, this composure. You know what I mean?
And if that happened, if that happened,
the
I'm
trick
the
on
mod.
this guy,
Make
man.
him the admin.
Like, no, Abdullah, you forget this is not in Stamford Bridge, yeah? Abdullah, go check where the game was. I think you are like Barcelona this week. They thought they were playing in Camp Nou, but I forgot they were playing in Paris. Go check where the game's going to be played again. Yeah, it's an Atletico home game.
That log, you can clip me now. Chelsea 3, Atletico Madrid 0. It's over.
Oh man! All right, so
Jesus Christ.
So
even Daniel didn't see Chelsea scoring 3 goals in 2 legs.
I think I'm on like 3-2.
Yeah, you said 3-2. So Chelsea scored 2 goals across both legs. And this guy is 3 goals in 1 game.
Hey. That's Abdullah. See, this is. I don't know. Let me not even say anything because the guy was right about the Mbappe thing. So let me not go too hard. But I just needed some time.
I predicted Lyon to defeat Man City last year, and they did. So
Jesus.
I also predicted Dortmund to beat Sevilla 3-2. Alan to score a brace, and it did. So Atletico 0, Chelsea F's Football Club from London 3. Gatlock, please clip me.
Watch this now end up in the 3-0 Atletico win, bro. Abdullah, don't show up here next week, bro.
All right, so I don't know if Havo's coming back. I'm sure he has like an image for us.
Hey, Chage, come back.
That was our Atletico preview. Normally we have a throwback image. So I think we need Have Hope to come back in.
I'm pretty sure he's put himself in the back room.
Yeah, because otherwise I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, if we have a throwback image, if we don't have Hope, I'm gonna close the show out. So,
hey, Chase,
he has to show.
Man. Come do your prediction. He hasn't even given his thoughts on the game.
Yeah, man, you've got I'm gonna give you 20 seconds.
Bitches. HH.
Actually, wait a minute. We have a. It's coming.
It's coming.
Okay, cool. So yeah. Oh, actually, okay, no, okay. If you predict 3-0, Abdullahi, who are the goal scorers and how does it happen?
It's 3-0. Like I said before I predicted the Saturday match, I said it confidently. Mbappe is gonna score an hat-trick, and he did. That's number one.
Last week, this
Tuesday. Everybody listen to me. This Tuesday is gonna be 3-0.
Listen, man.
No.
Tell us how the game goes.
It's 3-0. I know Timo Werner will score. That's number one.
Okay.
Yes. Timo will score.
Oh,
I'm not sure about Mount, but Timo will score.
Better question. I'm like, how would you line up against Atletico Madrid?
I think that's what HH was trying to get to before this guy. Yeah, go.
I think Atletico plays back three. I'm not sure how they play. I'm
It's
not sure
like
how
a
they play.
ghost operating in the background. All right, so back
H, come out.
Right,
It's
we
over.
know Mendy's in goal. Mendy's in goal.
Are we sure about that?
Right.
I'm
Fassi
not sure
kept. I
about
told
that,
you,
but-
I'm not watching the game, bro.
So we got Mendy. So who are the three center backs?
Thiago Silva in middle. Downs. Thiago Silva and what's his name? Aspi should be confirmed
Aspi and
at this
Rudiger?
point. Yeah, Aspi. Yeah, Rudiger gets the last spot because Zuma is MIA as well. So, we know the two midfielders are gonna be Jorginho and Kovacic.
Do we know that in a game of this level, you're really going to have Conte on the bench? And I think we had this debate last week. But
It depends on how Tuchel wants to play. I think it's been favoring Jorginho and Conte together and then Kovacic together. Though.
Yeah, I think
I
Conte
think we'll get a
replaces
clue
Jorginho.
who plays against Southampton.
Yeah,
If Conte starts that game, he doesn't
Then-
start in the midweek.
yes.
If he
that's-
doesn't play,
Welcome back, brother.
I
Welcome
suspect
back.
he'll start this game.
Welcome. Welcome back, bro. It's official, bro. It's official.
Alonso?
Alonso, yeah,
Or Chilwell.
Alonso.
It's gonna be
I
Alonso.
would play Chilwell because
Legs.
defensively he can do more, especially given the fact that Chelsea will have to defend.
Reece
but
James
I can see Alonso playing.
or Cho.
No, Cho.
Hudson Odoi.
Especially if you play Chilwell, I'll play Cho
Yeah.
for attacking options up front.
The two tens, Mount
oh,
and
Jesus.
who? Werner
Oh,
probably.
my God, Mason Mount and Timo Werner, obviously.
And then up top, Giroud.
Giroud, because I don't think Tammy is back.
So Abdullahi, you're saying that team's gonna be Atletico 3-0.
I'm sticking by that. Don't worry.
Who scores?
Imagine that happen. I can guarantee it's breaking his laptop.
Who scores?
I'm not sure about Mate is gonna score, but I know Timo Werner is gonna score. I'm that sure of Timo will score.
Okay. Yeah.
And I think Giroud will also score. And I'm not sure about Mount. If Zuma play between what's called ahead of Rudiger, he scores.
Zuma is not playing.
So if Zuma is not playing, I'm thinking Timo, Olivier Giroud, and maybe Cho has not been clinical. It's tough. Maybe Marcos Alonso.
Alonso is not on the team.
Yeah, Alonso will play. I'm sure of that he will play.
Okay,
He's a back three. No
so
Chilwell.
he's playing at Alonso, not Chilwell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not reverse psychology. It's not reverse.
Have up. What's your thoughts on the Atletico game?
I am ignoring everything that was said from Abdullahi. I'm not taking any of that to heart.
Do you remember this is not Lampard? This is a new manager who knows what he's doing.
Can I
So
talk?
coming out to predict, I am sure, I am confident. That's what can clip me. I'm confident. And if that happens, you need to make me the admin. If that happens,
February.
I need to be the admin. I need to be
20
controlling what's going on.
February 23rd, we shall see what happens, and of
This
course,
guy's trying to take over the football.
we'll be back here on Thursday for our views. Before we go to our throwback.
Hey, you haven't given your thoughts, bro.
Oh no!
Give your thoughts on the game.
Atletico are going to win. And I hope Chelsea gets an away goal. But Atletico are going to win the tie.
Well, okay.
Because they're the better team. So
What's the scores? 2-1? 1-0?
I'm not giving any score. I'm not giving any score.
It's not trying to jinx it, bro.
All right? I'm not giving any score. Okay. So from Los Colch, who is an Atletico fan, says, HH on February 23rd, don't ask me, don't even call me. #. Los Colchoneros, may the best team win. May the best team win, bro. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun night. From Latza says, Man City 56 points, Chelsea 42 points. But Nato, you missed out one thing. Chelsea 1 CL, Man City no CL, no CL final appearance. Domestic merchants.
I think he was referring to the last 5 games where we're playing Man City.
From Wanda Mackay says league form doesn't matter. It's CL. Anything goes. Wanda, bro. I have hope. All I say is have hope. And from Dennis Bor, who says, Abdullahi, can you pass me that weed, please?
Stay off
The weed. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying it's right. What? Look. Stephen A. Smith is a legend, man. So actually, just quick side notes, man. I was watching this Penny Hardaway doc.
Oh, was it the one? Was it a 30 for 30 with him and Shaq?
Yes, but I don't know whether it was 30 for the, but it was about him and Shaq. That's
really
Rockets
good.
game 1, man.
Let me say
4
something
free throws.
before you do the throwback.
4 free throws.
Abdullahi, you're not
Jesus
saying anything on
Christ.
this game.
Was
Abdullahi,
it
you're not
Anderson?
saying
Nick
anything else.
Anderson, where he missed the free? Yeah.
I want to say something before you do the throwback. You know why? I like it for something. You've learned your lesson, and it's good when someone like normal
You haven't?
normal person learn his lesson.
Clearly, you haven't.
I'm not jinxing you, and I'm not even doing any reverse psychology.
Mate,
Like I told Gaslog
what rubbish do you have to
Tuesday.
say now, man?
Let me land. I told Gaslog on Tuesday. It's gonna happen. I already told him. My prediction on Saturday is gonna be different for the Champions League. I already told him Man City, Bayern, Real Madrid, and this kind of go. It's happening. So now, if you don't like this prediction, get out. Just go. Because when I was predicting this prediction, everybody was laughing at me. HH, please, I'm begging you. You did not do a stream for the Mbappe. Why? Because that guy's got an hat-trick. You decided to log off. You just do a post match and you slept off. Or maybe you did something else. Fair enough. If you win this match 3-0 HH, you have to do a stream. You have to do a stream.
Okay.
Mbappe, your what?
We'll-
Mbappe, your what? You call him the greatest player ahead of Ronaldo, Messi. You didn't do a stream.
I never said that. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So guys, look, man. Throwback time. So as we do with these things, I show you a picture and you give me your thoughts on all this, guys. Let me just put in my timestamp in here. 1:47:50. So, what are your thoughts?
Diego Costa.
Desai.
Desai is close.
Maluda. Oh.
Go ahead, Eddie.
He was a quality defender, man.
Better than Terry?
Oh, probably. I don't know, man.
He was the
but
most even partner that Terry had
Yeah.
at Chelsea.
because
I'll say that.
I mean
well,
that
maybe like Desai, like young John
that
Terry
15
had a better one,
that 15 goal season was incredible. I don't know how you go a whole season, and I mean it's never been done since.
So was that partnership
Carvalho Terry.
or Carvalho?
It was both.
was
Like you
both.
can't have a partnership without two guys.
No. But sometimes it's like no. This guy was doing the. Basically, people will say,
It was
yeah,
both.
Ramos and Varane were quality, but Ramos was the leader, was the alpha to Varane's beta in that defensive thing.
It was both.
Remember that whole team was stacked as well and full of quality players. So especially at the back. So you had your Peter Cech. Who was left back at the time? Well, this
Gallas?
was before. Yeah, William Gallas. This was before Ashley Cole.
Or was
so I
it
was gonna say,
Jeremy?
Both of them-
I always
both of
forget
them
left
played.
backs and right backs, like who's which. but-
Jeremy was left back. Yeah.
yeah.
Jeremy and Gallas. Gallas did play some centre back as well, didn't he? But not for that team. So yeah, he was was cold, man. I think the move to Real Madrid. Yeah, I was kind of annoyed by that, man, when he moved. And the Chelsea defense kind of took a hit for a while. But yeah, I mean, I wish he stayed longer at Chelsea, but wasn't to be.
So how did he leave again? Like, what was the?
I think he left in the same window as Ian Robben. Did he? Or was it before? Or was it after?
Wait, let's do a Google.
He left in 2010.
Yes, 04 to 2010. So 2010, he went to Real Madrid.
Yeah, Mourinho.
Mourinho.
Yeah,
Mourinho.
Mourinho assembling.
Mourinho.
He left with. Oh, was it Essien that he left with?
Essien went to Madrid in 2012.
No. Yeah. It wasn't 2010 that. Because remember, Essien didn't take
'Cause I know-
Essien with him.
I know Mourinho started poaching players from Chelsea when he went to Madrid, but Carvalho was one of them. But there was someone else who moved with him as well. I can't remember who it was.
Ooh.
I know it just wasn't Carvalho.
I can't think of him.
I think it was because who else could it have been? I think it was Carvalho. Like, who else in that team did he take with him in that summer when he left for Madrid apart from Carvalho?
Nah, he left from Chelsea to Inter, then from Inter to Madrid.
It was Inter and then to Madrid.
Yeah. So
He didn't take Robin, did he?
no, he did.
Robin was. Yeah, Robin played because remember
Robin was at
played
Madrid
Real
when Jose was at.
I'm thinking of a different. I'm thinking of a different window. He didn't sign anyone else.
No,
so
I'm
he
just going by the comments. Like, Adebayor never played for Chelsea.
Yeah.
Paulo Ferreiro might have been the right back.
Yeah.
In that team, and Gallus at left back.
This was the Di Maria, Khedira, and Ozil window, so he didn't sign anyone from Chelsea.
Yeah.
Besides Carvalho.
No. But look, this guy. I think Carvalho was underrated because I think that people. Because remember, he won the Champions League with FC Porto. Because I think he took him from FC Porto.
Yeah.
Him and Deco.
Yeah.
And
Benny McCarthy.
Did he take Ben?
Well, no, he didn't take. I'm just thinking of that team.
The team, yeah. No, because Carvalho he was more mobile than Terry. So he could get around a lot more in the pitch. But that's defense. As I said again, what's it got? 12 goals conceded?
Well, it wasn't. It was the defense, but it was also like you have to include Makalele in that. You have to include. Oh no, was he there? You have to include Thiago in that one. Do you remember that? The Atletico Madrid Thiago that came for one season in 2004, 2005. Makalele was obviously there. He was there with Ranieri, wasn't he?
So yeah, this is the 05 season. Wow.
Paulo Ferreira. Yeah, man. Just that whole defense, it's hard to break them up into individuals because they were so good as a unit.
Didn't move by Thiago Mendes also? Was it there?
Thiago.
Yeah, he was a midfielder in the 04-05 team. He was at Chelsea for one season and then he went back to Spain. So.
Sorry, that's okay. I know that Homeboy's got like 100 goals or something. But that's a pretty good 72 goals. The only guys that scored more was Arsenal, who obviously that's when Arsenal were actually still because I think Henry was still there, so it is what it is.
Look at the next closest is like almost double.
Yeah,
it's United.
United with 58.
26. No, 26.
I
was looking at goals conceded. You were looking at goals scored.
That's goals scored because they scored the second most highest amount of goals. So, because for me, I think that when we talk about top defenders, I don't think Carvalho really gets spoken of enough. And I think it's always about, Terry. And look, peak Terry, racist, adulterer, I get it. But he was a top defender. But my thing, though, is, as I said, it's a partnership. And I think the partnership that they formed was great. But I think as someone said it in the live chat, Makalele was a great protective tissue.
Yeah.
So you have to even get past Makalele first before you could even sniff thing. So just that thing, but for him specifically, he was a damn good defender, man. Damn good defender.
Freaking Chelsea brought David Luiz to replace him. David Luiz really came in to replace Carvalho.
but was he bought as a replacement or just
not as a direct replacement, but David Luiz came in the winter after Carvalho left. So, I mean, kind of seems like it was the replacement. Does that make sense?
Look, man, a huge freaking downgrade, man.
Chelsea made 50 million off that, so watch your words.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but still.
No, wait, 50? Nah,
PSG to PSG.
Yeah, but
David Luiz was the most expensive defender in the world.
At the end of the day, the whole deal was a more even deal because we bought him for 20 and got him back for 30 something and sold him for 50. So it basically cost Chelsea nothing.
So, okay, I'd like thoughts on Mr. Carvalho.
I think the 04-05 season under Osei, it was the partnership with him with John Terry was kind of good. Yeah, the Makalele too was. I think the Mikel too. When we bought Mikel from Manchester United too, when there was like when we say bought him from United, and Ferguson wanted to buy him. I think Mikel convinced Mikel. Osei convinced Mikel that no, I need him in my team because I think it was a number 10, so he converted him to a defensive midfielder. In which I was not even happy about, but I don't want to talk about this. So it was a kind of attacking, so converted to a DM. So I think the partnership between him and John Terry was phenomenal. Like that year was so good. It's difficult now in this era now to find that kind of partner. I think the partnership people are talking about now is Stones and Ruben Diaz.
No.
It doesn't compare, bro.
No.
Get out.
Like
I don't think
it's an actual defensive partnership, man.
The defensive partnership I'm talking about, the John Terry Carvalho, in which we consider 15 goals in that year. The kind of people can argue that they could see the partnership between what's called Ruben Diaz of Man City and John Stones is kind of similar, but it's difficult because if you look at that.
So City have played 24 games and have already conceded 15 goals.
15
now,
goals, yes.
Unless they don't concede a single goal for like the next 12 or 14 games, it's very unlikely.
Yeah. Very unlikely.
But you can't compare the City one as well because they started the season with Laporte, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Laporte, or what's the ex-Chelsea guy's name? The guy Ake. So they've had to do some transitioning in their defense, so it doesn't even compare at this point. But Diaz and Stones, no, thank you. I mean, Terry Carvalho is clear.
No, for sure. All right, guys. It's been swell. So, guys, look, man. Tuesday.
3-0, huh?
Look, I'm not listening to any of
that.
Nah,
if 3-0 happens, HH is a stream. If Timo Werner scores, I'm showing up.
I'm not even addressing that. I'm not addressing that. So, guys, remember, guys, support us on Manscaped by clicking the link below. Support us and become a patron member by clicking the link below. Guys, we are out.
Imagine Chelsea winning the UCL. HH will not sleep for like 48 hours.
Yeah, mates, relax.
He'll be streaming up and down.
Guys, peace out, stay tuned.
Pop
And
the brothers.
Man took a plastic cup.
This man had a cup and said pop bottles.
We're popping bottles on Tuesday, people.